Welcome to Superior Health Wednesday, joined as always by Executive Director from Superior Health Foundation, Jim LaJoy. Jim, how are you this morning?
Very good. Thank you.
And we have a special guest with us, Mark Lane. Do you want to kind of introduce yourself and talk about who you are and what you do?
Yeah, I'm a head teacher, guidance counselor, and athletic director at the Wakefield Marin-Esco School District, and been doing it for quite a few years, 20 some years now. So enjoying myself.
Good. So there's a particular reason we're all here on this conversation today, and we're talking about Paint the Peninsula Pink, which usually goes between football and volleyball on every other year, and there's a special reason for that. Jim, if you kind of would give us a little bit of an introduction how this started and why this is something that Superior Health Foundation supports.
Sure. So first off, our Painting the Peninsula Pink is something that we've been doing. I think now we're in our 7th or 8th year doing this. And essentially the whole idea behind Painting the Peninsula Pink was to raise money for a Superior Health Foundation UP-wide breast health fund that we started a number of years ago. And essentially what this fund does is provide charitable funding for out-of-pocket expenses that both men and women may have who are going through breast cancer, who have been diagnosed with some type of breast-related disease. So it's helped dozens of people all across the Upper Peninsula. And during the month of October, we paint the peninsula pink. And one of the things that we have done is we want to make it fun too. We want to have fun and get kids involved. So we started this idea of partnering with different schools across the UP and having a signature event, whether it's a volleyball game or a football game. And we just alternate between the two. And we're trying to hit all 15 counties in the Upper Peninsula, and Gogebic County was one that we wanted to partner with. And we reached out to Mark and the Gogebic Miners, cooperative between Wakefield and Bessemer. They were excited to work with us, and we've got our big game coming up on Saturday, and we're excited to be a part of this.
So, Mark, if you could, from your perspective, talk about how you all got involved with Superior Health Foundation and the selection process and how that's been for you.
Well, I believe it started out, Jim had sent an email to our superintendent, Jason Gustafson, and he kind of shared it with myself here. And I thought it would be a great partnership, and it's just a great cause, and we're really looking forward to it. And we've been the kids have been excited about it. The community, I think, is getting pretty excited about it as well, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the week and to Saturday coming up.
So, talk to us about what it's going to look like on Saturday. How's everyone going to look? What's the atmosphere going to be like there?
Well, it's homecoming week here for the Miners, so I know both schools, Bessemer and ourselves, are celebrating that. Kids are decorating gyms with posters. Float making is going on. We'll have our homecoming parade this Friday night in Wakefield at 6 o'clock. Coronation to follow. I believe Bessemer does their coronation Friday in the afternoon during the daytime. Then we'll have a dance Friday night for both schools, both communities. Game on Saturday. Kickoff is set for 1 Central. We're looking forward to having Jim and his crew there. They're going to have some tables set up with a bunch of pink items for sale. We'll have a booster club with full concession stand. We'll have hopefully a busy afternoon and a busy day. And weather, I think, looks okay right now. A little cool, but I think it should be a pretty fun event.
Yeah. So you've got homecoming. It's already a big time. It's a big community celebration between two schools that you have that co-op together. Why add in this layer? Why, take on something else on an already big weekend?
Well, I guess I've always been one to not sit around and be bored with things. So the busier, the better, I guess it's for me. So why not? Let's bring it in. Let's blow it up. And like I said, homecoming should be a busy time as it is. And I think it'd be a great opportunity to invite the Superior Health Foundation in with us and make this hopefully a great, enjoyable event and one that'll benefit pretty much everyone involved. So.
And Jim, this is something you've you've seen a lot of. There's so much community support that not only by businesses and individuals in the communities, but UP-wide businesses that support this effort.
Yeah, it has really taken off. Our very first football game that we did, we partnered with Marquette Senior High School. I think that was back in 2013. And, we've partnered with different schools, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, the response from the communities has been great. And one of the reasons that we do the partnership with the schools is really kind of twofold, Ben. Number one is the schools also benefit from this, and that from the sale of the Pink Day sponsors that we do through the month of October, they're $150 a day, $250 for 2 days, as well as the merchandise that we sell during the month of October. The schools will receive 20% of the net proceeds of that, and they use that to put back into something in their school for a health center project. It could be textbooks, it could be a new piece of equipment, it could be an ice machine, it could be something for their athletic department. So they benefit. The other thing that is really key for us, and this is what we talk about all the time in philanthropy. I'm a firm believer in getting kids off to an early start, on understanding what it means to give back. And I think we live in a society now, we live in a time where it's very turbulent and we need positives. And the thing about breast cancer is that, unfortunately, we all know someone who has been affected by breast cancer, whether it's a mother, a sister, a neighbor, a grandmother. And, I could tell you over the years when we've partnered with these different teams, I've had players, coaches who have come up with tears in their eyes saying, you have no idea how important this is, because I lost somebody to breast cancer. So it's important for our youngsters, our young folks who are, aspiring to be adults, to learn about philanthropy, about the joy of giving back. And this is a perfect opportunity to get them involved and get them thinking about how they can make a difference. And because of that, it's been very, very successful.
And Mark, it sounds like you touched on it a little bit before, but have you been hearing some response, different stories from some of the youth, the teens that are at your school?
Yeah, they're pretty excited about it when they heard about it. So I know that we actually have in our dress up days this week, we did include one of them as Pink Day. So Wednesday they're going to be dressed up in pink. Hopefully all of our upperclassmen and elementary kids too, as much as possible. But just the community in general, we have we're a very small community between the two, Bessemer and Wakefield, Marinesco here, but they're always willing and more than happy to help out with whatever they can for the students, for the kids, for the community. So very grateful for that.
Good. And we've got Jim. I know you didn't want to get the full regalia on. You said there are going to be some eye mask or not eye patches, but talk about some of the different things that people will be able to pick up at the game on Saturday. Well,
as Mark mentioned, we're going to have a couple of tables there, and our team will be there, as well as a couple of volunteers. And, a lot of stuff is going to be going on at the game. We're going to be selling 50-50 tickets during the game. The players will be in pink jerseys that just came in last week, and we're going to do a silent auction for those. That will give the information here in a minute. It'll be $100 minimum bid for the jerseys. We're also going to be selling pink water bottles with the Miners logo on it and painting the Peninsula pink. We'll have our pink wristbands that have been a signature of us. We have some really cool pink pom-poms because we want to cheer those Miners on and make sure that they do well on Saturday. And then we also have a megaphone that we'll be selling that is pink. And in addition to that, we're going to have a game for the kids. It'll be free. Kids can come over, have an opportunity to play in a game. They have an opportunity to win some prizes. And then, it'll just be a festive atmosphere. We set it up really nice pink. We've done it before on football days, and we're excited. We're hoping for a big, big crowd. And I know Mark has done his role. Certainly Bessemer have done theirs in promoting it. And the nice thing about this, Ben, is that all of our stuff, our online stuff, if somebody wants to buy a t-shirt, somebody wants to give a charitable gift to help support the fun. So you can't go to the game, but you want to support the fun. You can do that online as well as bid on the jerseys. So, that started up Monday afternoon. It'll go through probably around 3 o'clock Central Time on Saturday. And at the end of the game, we'll announce the winner. So for those who are watching, who are interested in bidding, seeing what's out there, all they simply need to do is go to the Superior Health Foundation website at superiorhealthfoundation.org, scroll down to the pink information, click that on, and there will be a link to go right to the site where you can view the items and bid. So we make it pretty easy and seamless for all of those who are supporting and want to make a difference and raise some good money.
Good. And we'll make it even easier too. I'll put the link right below this video when we put the story out on Wednesday, and we're going to be talking about it in our shows all week. And without giving too much away, I have a feeling that you're going to be seeing some Local 3 folks there on Saturday as well. Yeah. So we're hoping for a good contest. Mark, I probably can't make too many predictions, but you have what are we thinking? Because you've got Stevenson on Saturday.
Yeah, the Stevenson Eagles. Yeah, I don't know too much about them. I know I think they had won their first couple games of the year, but we're struggling. We're young. We're half of our roster is pretty much underclassmen, so we're taking our bumps a little bit. But they'll definitely push and keep working to the end. So hopefully we can get a decent turnout here.
Good, I think so. Maybe just have the community support behind them as well. Get that rally in the. If the pink works, you might have to just keep that.
Might be something to look at for sure.
Is there anything else between the two of you that I'm missing? I want to make sure that we mention information to include in this conversation.
Yeah, I'd like to add one thing, Ben,
Sure.
and we've talked about this in the past, but I just want our audience to understand that this Superior Health Foundation Breast Health Fund stays entirely in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So 100% of the dollars that we raise go directly to that fund to help people with, it may be a second opinion, it may be an ultrasound, it may be a fitted bra, it may be a second opinion and getting help with expenses for traveling and food. So 100% of it stays. There are no overhead costs. And as I mentioned early on, we have helped dozens and dozens of people across the Upper Peninsula. In fact, within the last, I think, 2-3 weeks, we've awarded funding to 3 different folks. And when you're going through breast cancer, the anxiety and all that goes with it, the other part of it is the financial concerns. And we want to do our part to be able to help alleviate that and help play a role to provide that funding for those who really need it. So that's a really, really important facet of the game that we do and how we raise money for an invaluable fund.
And I think that's important because it is a game. Everybody will have their pink. You can buy your things, but there is that deeper meaning behind this, and it's a great way to kick off a month of support. Even though the people going through breast cancer, the people themselves and their families, it's a year-round thing. But this is a great way to start that, to raise that awareness, to raise some funds, and just show people what kind of community support there is in the UP.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And it never ceases to amaze us how folks are touched by this. As I mentioned earlier, we've worked with a number of schools over the years, and we've talked to adults, we've talked to teachers, and at some point you're affected by this. And to be in a position to be able to philanthropically give back and do something that's very worthwhile, and at the same time, making new friends, new partners, as we are doing this year with the Gogebic Miners, is awesome. It's awesome for us, and we're excited to come over to Wakefield. We're excited to be in that community and be part of their afternoon and take part. And we hope it's a good day and lots of sunshine and go Miners.
Absolutely. Well, thank you both for joining us again. We'll make sure that there are plenty of links to all the ways to donate, to bid, to support this effort, not only this week, but throughout the month of October as well. So, Mark and Jim, thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Very much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, have a great day.